Okay, heading to a camping spot. One review said the police came and asked them to move because it's full of cartel activity. Oh, does this look like a cartel road? All by myself, $3,546. Look at this.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
Welcome to San Ignacio. This is a spot that we've all been looking forward to. There is a plaza that used to be free to camp overnight right by a mission. And recent reviews are mixed. Some people say you can't camp there. Some people are like, yeah, we camp there, no problem. So we're gonna check it out, but there are a ton of gorgeous RV parks here. Look at all the palm trees. Totally different than where we just were. An hour and a half drive. It's beautiful. The tiny village of San Ignacio grew out of the site of the Cochmi settlement of Caracaman and the Jesuit mission San Ignacio, founded in 1728 by Juan Bautista Loyondo. For sale. Look at that, for sale. Property in Mexico. San Ignacio is where Baja California's arid central desert gives way to a large grove of lush green date palms. A large spring-fed pond and small river on the outskirts of town feeds into the central plaza and village next to the 18th century Jesuit mission. One way. Wow. Wow. Oh, this must be the square. We're here already. Oh my gosh, look at the mission. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna find a place to park and wait for my friends. Oh, this is gorgeous. square. Wow. Tiny little square. Okay. While the mission may have been built in 1728 by the Jesuits, San Ignacio was actually found much earlier in 1706 by the Cochimí, an Aboriginal people of the central part of Baja. It was rich with life because of the lagoon here. There's nothing better to me than walking around the streets of a foreign country, and especially like these tiny towns. This is just amazing. So I'm just cruising along, just walking around. I'm actually taking pictures of random things I'm seeing and sending them to my friends who are here for a treasure hunt. Can you find it? And then if so, take a picture and send it. It's fun. Oh my gosh, I love this. San Ignacio, beautiful town. Oh, here, oh wow. Laguna San Ignacio. So that's a long road. I don't think this is the main road. To a lagoon, which is a wildlife sanctuary, kind of, I think. And there is whale watching. San Ignacio Lagoon is just about 59 kilometers away, or 37 miles. And it's one of the winter sanctuaries for the eastern Pacific gray whale, and one of the few places in Baja that you can actually go out and pet a whale, if that's what you're into. Ah, it looks like the police station, the policia. Sadie can just wander around. It's awesome. You're doing so good. The Society of Jesus, or Jesuits for short, were founded in 1540 by Ignatius of Loyola and 6 companions with the approval of Pope Paul III. Their whole mission is grounded in their love for Christ and animated by the spiritual vision of their founder, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, to help others and seek God in all things. The Jesuits arrived in Mexico in 1572 and started building missions across the country. Some in the Mexican political arena who were considered liberals viewed the church as an economic parasite which drained resources. And in February 27, 1766, King Carlos III of Spain signed orders to expel all Jesuits from his lands, including Mexico. That is the value. If you're looking for a real adventure, go check out the cave paintings in the mountains of the San Francisco de la Sierra. Tours of the cave paintings range in length from 7 hours to a few days, and you must go with a licensed guide. And to see it best, you must hire mules and donkeys to take you along with food and supplies into the mountains. Wow. Maybe next time. trying that Mexican espresso I just bought. So here's a piece of advice. Do not spend the night on the square in San Ignacio, Baja on Ash Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. I have a mental block on that day. It was quite noisy. And like people out late partying on the square, a lot of people in the plaza, kids out really late playing and screaming, and the restaurants were bustling, and I knew that it wasn't going to be quiet. And you know, it's interesting, I have a much higher tolerance for noise since I've been in Mexico than I have in the US, and partly because I'm self-camping in a city. I'm in another country. You know, they have a right to do whatever they want in their country, you know, and customs are different, things are different. And here's something I don't think I have shared. One of the main reasons I decided to postpone the Mexico, Central, South America trip that we were planning a couple years ago. Remember when I was like, I'm going to buy a van and we're going to travel all the way down to Chile, Argentina. One of the things, I mean, there were a lot of reasons. Traveling cross country, I was tired, I didn't have the energy. One of the biggest like straws that finally broke the camel's back was that I read a review. I was watching somebody or reading somebody who had done it, and what they said is that Mexico is a noisy country, that early in the morning you have the carts with the bells and the loud horns going through campgrounds trying to sell stuff, and that has absolutely positively been my experience since I've been here. Mexico is not a quiet country.
I don't know how many are left.
All of them but one.
Yeah, one.
They love their music. They love to laugh really loud. There's a lot of loud laughter, a lot of kids just out in the streets playing. And so if you want a quiet and solitude, it's kind of hard to come by in Mexico. And that's okay. Right now, we're down here for a couple of months and I know I can handle it, but for an extended period of time, months and months traveling through Central and South America, especially, I just wasn't feeling like I had the energy for it. It just wasn't something I was ready to commit to. But yeah, so a little bit of a noisy night. I'm making my first cup of coffee. I'm gonna go wander around before I meet friends for breakfast. And then I have to pack up ASAP. I scouted a boondocking spot about a half hour out of town and I need to go set up and get to work. I am on a deadline for a sponsor, so I have to get it done. I was hoping to pull in last night, yesterday, and get a couple hours of work done, but I went out and had fun instead. So my friends are gonna stay here and explore a little bit more, but I have to get to work. So we still need to go into the church. So I want to go into the church. I haven't been inside yet. Cheers from San Ignacio. Ooh, that's not bad. That Mexican espresso. Remember that Kirkland that I bought at Guerrero Negro? Not bad. Yeah, not bad. All right, let's go mosey. Let's go explore. After much discussion and a trip down to the Giraffe Cafe that was unfortunately closed, we ended up at Cafe Isabel for breakfast this morning.
Really good. Real good. Best egg I've had in a long time.
Nice. Oh, see, I got an egg burrito, eggs and beans. It was delicious.
Gracias.
And this is the kitchen,
Muy
and the
bonita.
wonderful ladies who served us.
Muchas gracias.
Well, we slept on the square last night, and it was really, really noisy between cars and people out really late, which I expected. And then semis driving by every once in a while, and then workers really early this morning, 4 o'clock this morning, right outside my window. So Yeah, I didn't sleep very well, but when I was laying there, I was like, wow, what was it like here in 1728? And my history of that era is in this part of the country, especially, it's very limited. So I honestly don't know what it would have been like, but very different. And yet some things, the Mission here, the plaza, the square probably here with shops and merchants. Look at this, wow. Here we go. So the construction of the stone church started a little bit before 1760 under the direction of Jesuit missionaries, but it remained unfinished. And then the Dominicans came along and they continued with the construction and finished it, they say, probably about 1786. The original Latin cross floor plan was preserved, and it was roofed with ribbed vaults and a dome. Alright, I'm heading to my camping spot. This is the lagoon. It looks more like a lake, doesn't it? Or a river. Actually, it is part of a river. It's one of only 2 real rivers in Baja. Might as well gas up while I'm here. There's a Pemex, so. YouTube. Look at this. I miss this. Just making lunch on the side of the road, like outside, you know? $137 liters, $3,546. Okay, heading to a camping spot that we scouted on iOverlander. That one review said the police came and asked them to move because it's full of cartel activity. On iOverlander, it has really been our go-to app for finding everything here in Baja, from shopping to ATMs to water and dump stations and propane. And I'm stopping to get a little water because I'm a little bit low. So I'm just going to get some water out of this faucet and head to camp. Alright, I know people are really freaking out about, oh, cartel, it's dangerous. So we're going to a remote spot, which, by the way, the United States Travel Advisory says to not do. We've been in this country about a month now. We've been to some remote places, and the review on this particular spot was 2 years ago. There are a ton of reviews of this spot. The one from 2 years ago said that they were camped close to the road, and it was after dark, and a police officer came and said it wasn't safe for them to be there, and he would relocate them to someplace safe for a fee. So they packed up after dark. They trusted this police officer. They packed up after dark. The police officer, like, they followed the police officer like deeper into the desert to a place without paying the police officer. So I don't know. There's a lot of fishy things on that story. You know, I think it might have been an opportunist police officer trying to make a quick buck. And I don't think I would pack up my rig in the middle of the night to follow a police officer, even in the United States, in deeper into the desert. So I've been on my own long enough. I've traveled alone enough to take stories like that for what they're worth. If that was the only story on this review, and if there were other reviews that said the same thing, more recent, then I would skip it. But I don't know. I've done a lot of research. I don't think it's going to be an issue. So we're going to a potential cartel road. It's a camp. You only live once, right? You know, and I know to some people I might seem really flippant about my safety. I am not flippant at all. I gather all of the information. I have been researching traveling in Mexico for a couple of years. I also know that fear-mongering is and it's an industry. It's an industry. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to put it. And so I have learned to take the fear-mongering, worst-case scenario spreaders with a grain of salt. Because if I listen to every warning that I have heard over the years from thousands, hundreds of thousands of well-intentioned people, I wouldn't have a channel worth watching. I'd be sitting on the couch doing nothing. So I'm not flippant about my safety. I just don't buy into the fear-mongering. And I also, what you don't see are the hours of thought and research and conversation now that I'm in a group about, you know, thinking critically about the actual dangers of what we're doing. So I'm not flippant about my safety. There are real dangers in Mexico, just like there are real dangers everywhere, including the United States. I mean, I think if we were to compare crime statistics, and I have actually in comments, you know, the United States isn't as safe as a lot of people want to believe it is. So I'm not being flippant. I'm just living my life with the best information I have, making the choices that I make to live life to the fullest. That's it. Well, we're in a tiny town and we're going to be here for another day or two, and I'm really low on water, so it's a really good day to test my new Hill water purifier. It's time to turn this Mexican tap water, the water that every American is told to absolutely not drink when you go down to Mexico. And you saw where I got it from, that funky tap next to the bathroom and not too far from the dump station. I'm going to turn this into drinking water using the Hill water purification system. So this is a powerful 3-step process to purify your water and make any water, no matter where you get it, from a stream, a pond, a lake, or any country that you travel to. This 3-step process is going to make it safe for you to drink. The first step in the process is a coarse filtration. This is what you put in your water that you want to purify, and it's going to filter out anything coarse. And to make it really interesting, I dumped Sadie's water dish in here this morning, so I'm going to add that to the Mexican water to filter. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see, there's food particles in there. There's sand. There might even be a little dog hair in there. But I thought, why not really put this to the test? The second step is a mixed hybrid double activated carbon filter. And this is going to remove even more sediment, rust, suspended matter, residual chlorine. The final step of the process is an RO filter, which is reverse osmosis. And this RO membrane is 0.0005. So it's going to remove bacteria, viruses, parasites, heavy metals, pesticides, chlorine, PFAs, and more. So the reverse osmosis system is what's going to make your water, no matter where you get it, safe to drink. So it's really easy to set up. I've already got the hoses installed. The input hose has this filtration on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and dump the Mexican tap water into my Bear canister. Drop this right in. The other side, you have it. This is really easy to install. It's just a plastic clip. You just snap it on. When you want to take it off, you just pinch it and take it off to store it. The drinking water hose has a white lining on the end so that you know which is drinking water. And then you just install the filters, which is really easy to do. You've got a slot for the RO filter and a slot for the hybrid filter, and you just push down on them and make sure they're locked in place before you start filtering. All right, so I'm going to put the drinking hose in this container for drinking water. It's already got a little drinking water in it from when I was testing it. So I'm going to put the wastewater hose right back in there so it just recycles it. So you just push the on button. So I've already charged the battery. This comes with a Life P04 battery, and it charges with just a regular USB-C, and it comes with an adapter. The Life P04 battery is going to give you 2,000 cycles, which is a lifetime of about 15 years. And one RO filter is going to give you 650 gallons, and one hybrid filter will give you about 300 gallons of water, and you're going to get 9 gallons of water filtered on one charge. Here we go. We've already got drinking water. Look at that. So the flow of the drinking water is about 0.18 gallons a minute, which is almost 3 cups a minute. And look at that. Look how clean that is. The unit itself only weighs 13 pounds. You can literally take it anywhere. Take it camping with you, take it traveling with you. It's great for your RV life. And also what I'm starting to think about is the future of the environment. I think everybody is going to want to think about having a water filtration device in their house. I think every house is going to need a reverse osmosis system like this. Going to need a way to be able to make drinking water out of whatever is available. But look at that. Crystal clear drinking water from Mexican tap water. Oh my gosh, it tastes really good. All right, so I'm really impressed with this system so far. I'm really impressed that I can turn any water that I come across into drinking water, and I also have water for washing and doing other things around the house that's filtered, you know, just in case you're worried about your skin or whatever. So if you want to check out Hill for yourself, check the link in the video description below and use my discount code to get a special deal on your Hill water purifier. Cheers. Good morning from foggy Baja, Mexico. It's 41 degrees. My thermometer outside in the sun yesterday read 104 in the sun. It didn't get any hotter than like 85 in my rig. And it's 41 degrees right now. That's a huge difference. But we found this gorgeous boondocking spot right here where I am near the road. There's a lot of garbage, but we went back a little ways and it's nice. And interesting. Huh, there's just some things on the road that I didn't see yesterday. Garbage in the road that wasn't here. It could have just gotten scattered by animals. It's poop garbage. Anyway, we scouted this spot. I had a couple days of work left on a video that I had to put up. So we all met up here and, you know, we take things day by day. We were like, well, let's just see if we like it. And, you know, we'll work. And we all decided this is a really cool spot. It's really quiet. We've been out here for 3 days now. I think 2 nights, 3 nights. Haven't seen a single person, single car out here. We're not that far from the road, but we're hidden in the brush. And we're right on a lava field. Look at that. And we went on a gorgeous hike. And we're going on another hike today. So there's great hiking. It's quiet. It's nice. Morning. Sadie dog. Sadie dog. Want to get ready for our walk? Did you see the cow? I heard them. Yeah. They sound close. You know, we needed just, we've all needed, we've been traveling a lot for us, traveling every few days and not really having a place where we really felt like we could just relax and settle in. And this is our life. So this is what we need to recharge so that we can go out and do the things we love to do. And so it's been really nice to just decide to stay here. I think we're going to end up being here a week. You know, get fluids checked on my rig and clean. I need to clean my windows and things like that. So this is important. When you're traveling and living in an RV, at least for me, this is an important part of that. This is life. You know, it's not necessarily a vacation. It's just life in a different country. This is my life. So I still have things to do. And it's nice to be able to just have a place that feels really comfortable, really safe. We keep joking about cartels. Probably shouldn't joke, but we'll talk more about that actually when I leave. But yeah, feel totally safe. It's been beautiful. And we all got up early this morning because we wanted to go for another hike before it gets too hot. It's going to be like 83 degrees again today. And that's no joke out here, man. We went for a few hour hike the other day and wow. You have to carry a lot of water with you. You have to really take advantage of shade when you find it. So we're going to get a really early start this morning. So heading back, meet up with everybody so we can go.
Leave us back at home.
Yeah. climbing up a giant sand dune. So fun. That'll get your heart rate going. I made it to the top of the sand dune. That was hard, but it didn't take long. It was not very high, and it's actually not very steep, but walking in sand uphill is no fun, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All this lava rock.
Yeah, that's the only time I've started feeling a bit of altitude sickness. We were at, what, I can't remember.
11, almost 11.
Something, yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh, where did that come from?
My leg.
Oh. Ooh.
See? That's about the size of one we pulled out of my hand.
Cactus magnet.
Oh, look, see? Look.
Ooh. Ooh.
Share the desk. Tell Rosa Terra, San Juan.
I've been eating tacos for dinner for days. Actually, dinner, lunch, everything. Now breakfast. And since I bought the tortillas at that tortillera, yeah, I can't say that word. Tortilla. Tortilla. I know how to say it now. I struggled with that word for so long, even though I heard it pronounced a million times. What words do you guys struggle with? Is there a word that you know how to pronounce, you've heard it pronounced a million times, but you still struggle with? I'm curious what your tough words are. Leave it in the comments below. They're so good. And I just discovered a secret to making the best tofu scramble ever that I think I'm going to save for my cookbook. So good. Mm-mm. So do you have a special ingredient you like to add to your tofu scramble or even your scrambled eggs to make them extra delicious? Tell me below what that is. I'd love to hear your secrets, just to see if anybody has discovered the secret that I have. So leave your comments below. Okay, I'm going to leave you with a couple stills and some nighttime photography. I've been getting out more and taking some pictures at night. I'm going to leave you with that. What was your favorite part of this video? And what's your favorite part of Baja so far? Leave your comments below and let me know. And if you want to see the entire hike we took on the lava rocks, it was like a 4-hour hike. It was gorgeous. Go ahead and check out Patreon. I'll put a link in the video description below. You can now join for free, and I'm sharing some free content there as well as the paid content. It's a great way to support my channel. These videos take a long time to make, and I appreciate everything you do. And if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my content, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss a thing. And just a reminder, just because you've been here a while and you think you're subscribed, don't take anything for granted. YouTube is unsubscribing people all the time. So do me a favor and go ahead and check your subscriptions now before you forget. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Another video from Baja next Sunday night, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you then. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind.